Good morning, Chris.
What's up, man? How you doing today?
I'm all right today. You know, it stopped raining and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So how old are you, Chris?
I turned 30 in June.
So you're 29?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Where you from?
I'm from Tacony, Philadelphia.
Oh, so you from Philly?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is that an Eagles tattoo on your neck?
Yeah.
Okay, it's hard.
Eagles, Italian flag.
Italian flag?
Yes, sir.
So I don't gotta ask your ethnic background then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's your childhood, man? Tell me about it.
All right, growing up, I kind of grew up all over the place. Frankfurt, Tacony, far northeast, South Philly, North Philly. By the time I was 4, I went into foster care. My mom struggled with addiction problems. Her and my dad were, off and on. My dad was in and out of jail. He was running the streets, selling drugs, involved in gangs, whatever. And my mom got 7 kids. So, I guess it was a lot for her to take care of all of us. So, I was kind of like the bad kid. So, I always got pushed to the side. So I ended up in foster care for a while. And after bouncing in and out of foster care, being in women's societies with my mom, because she would like go into hiding from my dad, my grandpa ended up taking me out of the foster care because he didn't want me to live like that. So I was raised with my grandmom and my grandpa for the most part of my life.
Shout out to Grams.
Yeah. And, I started getting in trouble very early, 7, 8, doing dumb shit, breaking into cars, stealing shit from stores. When I was 11, my mom wanted to get me out the city. She figured it would be beneficial for me to move out of Philly because she didn't want me to, keep getting in trouble and being around the same kind of people. So we moved to South Jersey. That was probably the worst thing ever because now you take a city kid, a Philly kid who, is already bad and bring me out there in South Jersey around a bunch of kids who really ain't the same as me.
Yeah.
So I stood out even more. So I got in even more trouble. The cops knew who I was very quickly. I was in and out of jail. I didn't get off probation until I was 18. And, I just, from there, it just kept going. And, my whole life I've been in and out of institutions, jails, It's just like I had no stability.
Right.
By the time I was like 14, 13, I started smoking weed, drinking, regular shit teenagers do. And when I was 16, I started selling Perk 30s. And that's kind of when my addiction problem took over. I started messing with the 30s because of, females I was messing with. Oh, why don't you try one? And it just slowly progressed. And then the next thing you know, I was my own best customer. Started doing, more 30s than, I was even selling. And then by the time I was 23, I started messing with the dope. And I started sniffing dope. And, that just led me into more bullshit, going to jail, catching more cases. And, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And now I'm in this situation. I only been out here for a couple weeks now.
Right.
But I got a 2.5-year-old daughter now.
Oh, man.
So my biggest motivation now is to get right. Like every day I wake up, I'm depressed. I'm not happy because of where I'm at in life. I know my daughter needs me. So, I'm just kind of in the struggle, but it's like I don't know how to get out. You know what I mean? So right now I'm just pretty much stuck in this situation where, I need some type of guidance. I need somebody to, just give me that little bit of help I need to like set me on the path to just point me in the right direction to get my foot in the right spot, to get up out of here. It's easier said than done, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I've had a lot of time where, I went to jail for 3 years and, I came home, I was doing good, but it's like one bad decision and you right back where you started at.
What's the longest stint you done in jail? Like the longest amount of time?
The 3.5 years I did.
Was you in prison or?
Yeah, in prison in South Jersey. I went to Annandale.
Okay. How was your experience there?
I mean, when I first got there, it was a little crazy. You know, I didn't know what to expect. So, you know, of course, your first time going to prison, you like kind of on edge. You know, you hear stories. You know, people try to gas it up, make it seem like it's worse than what it really is. But, I mean, everywhere I go, I feel like it's all about how you conduct yourself as a person. You know what I mean? Like, the way that you respect somebody, the way they're going to respect you. But, yeah, I don't go to jail and, you know, try to be that tough guy or feel like I got a lot to prove to nobody because, you know, I don't got nothing to prove to nobody no more, you know what I'm saying, except for myself and my daughter now, you know. So I'm just trying to find a way to, you know, wake up every day and find whatever it is I need to be happy and find that motivation and, you know.
As you should, man.
All I want to do is be a good dad, man, and have a normal life.
As you should.
I don't need all the money in the world. I just want to live comfortable, have my family, watch my daughter grow up, be there for her, you know, and that would make me rich at the end of the day. Just to wake up and see my daughter know that, you know, I'm there for her and I love her.
Family is important, but first and foremost, fatherhood is very important, especially the little girls.
Right.
You know, especially in this like crazy world, they need that father figure, you know?
Right.
Because if they don't have that father figure, they're going to be going to a man looking for that type of love and advice and teacher, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm happy that your mindset is there, man. So you know what you want to do and have to do. You just have to physically do it, right?
Right.
Was you able to use in prison at all, or did you stay away from it?
I could have, but for some, I don't know why, but every time I go to jail, man, I just like, I don't have the urge to smoke cigarettes, to get high, none of it. I focus on working out. When I go to jail, I work out crazy. Yeah. It
make you feel good, didn't it?
Yeah,
From a physical tip?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man. Picture you being out here, buff as hell, out here in the free world. You feel me?
Yeah.
Out the trenches, you know, leaving the drugs and stuff alone. When you were selling the 30s, how much was you making back in the day?
I mean, back then I was getting them for like $10 a piece. I was selling them for like 25.
Yeah.
Unless people bought a lot, I was selling for like 20.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was making anywhere from 10 to 15 bands a month.
15 bands a month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And that was at 16.
Dang, pretty young.
Yeah, so I was, you know, I was doing my thing for a while.
Yeah.
But
living the fast life in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, even though, you know, it seemed good at that time, but what it did was it put a lot of people around me that I thought was my friends.
Yeah.
But they wasn't really my friends. They was just there to benefit
off of what
from
you
being around me.
Oh man.
And then, you know, once obviously, you know, all the good times end, you see the couple people that's really gonna be there
for you. That's a fact. I witnessed that myself.
Yeah.
How do you use? Do you inject? Do you snort?
Yeah, I do both.
Oh, you inject and snort?
Yeah.
What do you prefer?
I mean, now I'm to the point where like just getting high, it's like I'm just getting high just not to be sick and just to maintain.
Okay, that's the only reason, right?
Yeah, it's like if I could wake up tomorrow and not be sick, I would have no urge to get high anymore.
You got any plans to execute, like getting into rehab or Suboxone clinics or something?
Well, right now I'm just trying to go back out to Denver for Christmas.
Denver?
Yeah, that's where my girl and my baby is.
Oh yeah, go see the little one, right?
Yeah, so I'm trying to go out there and probably stay out there for like a month or two, and then come back out here and, you know, figure out a couple different ways to get shit lined up out here.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing to do. Get away from here a little bit, get your mind clear, you know? Yeah. Things might change, especially if you spend some time with your daughter. You're going like, man, fuck this shit.
I need that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I need that right now.
Would you tell my bad. Would you tell the youth out here that's running the streets, getting high, boosting, what advice would you give them? Knowing that, you know, you've been on both sides of the track with this lifestyle, what advice would you give the kids, the youth that's out here running crazy, doing drugs and stuff?
The advice I would say is it's not worth it. You know, the fast life is definitely not worth it, man.
Yeah, I like your pizza hoodie, man. It's tough, man. I like it, man. But, bro, I want to thank you for your time. I really enjoyed talking to you, bro. You really had some encouraging words to say. So, speaking to the people. Hopefully, we hope you get out your situation. Spend some time with your daughter out there in Denver.
Yeah.
And I wish you the best of luck, bro.
Thank you, bro.
ATM Re out. Join All Time Media's Patreon for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes content and face-to-face live video chat. Thank you, guys. The link is in the description below.